Hi, my name is Matthew Figueroa. I'm a 12-year Army veteran and a professional photographer. I first got into photography as a hobby. I really wasn't all that happy with where I was in life. I'd been in the reserves a few years. I'd been working a job that I didn't care for, was still living at home, which I was not happy about because, you have this idea of where you think your life should be, and it wasn't where I wanted it. So I was pretty depressed. And I spoke to my motor sergeant about it, and he was like, you know what you should do? You should pick up photography. So I did. That's the short version. The long version is he had just picked up photography and he needed a buddy to pick up photography so that, he could double his lenses. Because of course I had to get the same camera he had. I had to get lenses that he didn't have. And the theory was that, we can switch lenses. Even though he didn't really practice much in Kuwait, Hugh and I always talked about photography almost every day, really. And actually, the last night that I spent with him, we had planned a whole road trip. We were gonna either get our bikes or rent a truck and haul our bikes cross country and just drive, stop, take photos, go to different landmarks, go to different mountains. We never got to take that trip. Unfortunately, Sergeant First Class Hugh Brown passed away the next morning. He suffered a fatal heart attack. I think he'd be proud of where I'm at right now. So another one of the last things that he convinced me to do before passing was getting into the AGR program, which stands for Active Guard Reserve, which is what I've been in for the last 5, almost 6 years now. The whole reason of me getting into photography was really to get myself out of the house, go hiking more, and take these amazing landscape photos. And in the beginning, I thought they were good, but I look at them now and I'm just like, oh my God, they're so horrible. I have a really good friend of mine who actually bought one of my early prints. It's just a bunch of orange. Just a bunch of orange leaves looking over I think it was Bear Mountain Bridge. I know we were at Bear Mountain, but yeah, compared to one of my favorite landscape photos is a shot that I took in Ireland at the Giant's Causeway. Oh my God. Light years of difference between that photo that someone actually bought and the one that I'm really proud of that no one has bought. Oh man. But the more and more I got into photography, the more I came to realize how expensive it was. So I decided that I was going to keep doing landscape as, a means to get out of my depression. But I was going to also dabble into portraiture to help pay for this hobby of mine. And in the beginning, it was a little rough going. I did actually end up having a little small business doing Sweet 16s. I had quite a few. I think I did like 5, and then I had another 5 lined up before the Army was like, well, guess what, guy? You're going to Kuwait. So that put my business on hold for about a year, obviously. But we still found ways to, practice our photography. While in Kuwait, I got into product photography. I figured that was the best way to practice photography while I was out there, because most of the time it was just regular 9 to 5 when you're deployed, depending on where you're at. And couldn't really just ask people to pose for me because that's kind of weird. But I started doing CrossFit while I was out there and got really, really heavy into CrossFit gear. And a couple of friends of mine, we have like matching shoes, we have shirts, we kind of lived and breathed CrossFit while we were in Kuwait. And one of my friends, Morgan, she was a representative of a company at the time called Crops and Cleans. So she was able to get me some of their stuff, which was a few shirts, a hat that I still actually have somewhere. And I was just taking some photos of the gear. So being in the AGR program has been helpful. It has allowed me to continue to practice and rebuild my company while still having a steady flow of income coming in. Which, if you practice photography or just do it as a hobby, or you're trying to make it a business, you know that the bills add up pretty quick. There's nothing cheap about photography at all. I kind of wish I knew that going in. Maybe I would have chose a different Where do I see myself going from here? Well, currently I'm still active duty. Got about a year left till I graduate LA Film School. But I'm hoping pretty soon I'll be doing photography full-time with nothing else in the way to be an excuse. No, I plan on I plan on doing boudoir photography full-time once my contract is up. Maybe I'll stay in Pennsylvania. I haven't decided yet. That's a blessing about this business is if I wanted to move somewhere like, say, Georgia or Texas, wouldn't be too hard to just pick up and go. Especially with the way social media is now, if I have a good enough following, I can go anywhere. Eventually, what I would like to get into also to help supplement income is teaching. So there's a few photographers that I follow, like Lindsay Adler. Lindsay Adler is one of my favorite all-time photographers. I love her work. And if you haven't seen any of her stuff, you should definitely go check it out. She does amazing portraiture. But she also offers, courses, classes that you can go to. There's another photographer that I follow, Jason Lanier, who travels the world doing classes. And it's these classes are expensive. You're looking at anywhere starting at like $2,000 and up, depending on these classes that you go to. But they're so worth it. So worth it. And like, he gets to travel the world teaching and doing photography. Like, what better life is there? Get to meet new people, go new places, while doing what you love. I would like to get to that point. But still got a lot of work ahead of me. Looking forward to it.